break. Silent mode activated.
Miss Robin, can you hear me? That voice. Over here. Are you Miss Firefly? So you did notice me after all. Sorry, but I can't show myself right now. Could we talk somewhere more private? To be honest, I have no reason to trust you. I get it, but I can assure you this isn't a trap. If you really need a reason, there are anomalies in the 12 hours. We are suspicious of the Dream Master's true identity. Lead the way, but let me be clear. Agreeing to me doesn't imply anything about my stance. Understood. My companion will show you the way. Blue flames. Is there a cremator among Miss Firefly's companions? Miss Firefly, you can show yourself now. Sorry, just a moment. My companion will bring you this way shortly. This way? Where is this?
As expected of the Harmony's favorite, passing through such dense memoria without even being affected in the slightest. Hello. You may call me the Dahlia for now. This is our cozy new home in the sweet dream, where words may flow more freely.
A new home burned out of the sweet dream? If you really wish to have a proper conversation, you shouldn't resort to provocation like this. I apologize, but she's different from other cremators. She has no intention of stealing memories. The same goes for me. I've never wished to destroy the sweet dream. Sneaking into the dream was my only option. I really like Penacony as a tourist. This is my first time dreaming, and Penacony is more wonderful than I imagined. Thanks. So, what brings you here? I'm sure you've noticed it too. The Dream Master Gopher would completely merge with the dreamscape, becoming virtually omniscient and omnipotent in Penacony. But now, he's losing his grip on the dreamscape. To find out why, we conducted some investigations. In the primordial dreamscape, we uncovered a crime that he had buried away. We suspect that's why his powers aren't what they used to be. And that's why he's been telling everyone he's under the weather. Crime?
I'll show you later. Belonging to his family, you wouldn't believe me unless you saw it with your own eyes.
You've indeed uncovered many clues. But before we proceed, I must confirm your true intentions.
My purpose is about a reunion, a rescue, and a farewell. Will you believe me?
Miss Firefly, that expression and tone of yours just now, I've seen it many times in my audience.
Expression?
That's the look one has when describing what they hold most dear in their heart. So I'll trust you this time. When I first left Penacony, the Dream Master gave me a parting gift. A divine law, so to speak.
For a leader of the 5 lineages, that's pretty cheap, isn't it?
Since then, I've walked the path of harmony as a Pathstrider, wielding its power. Until I returned once again for the Charmony Festival. In the 12 hours converged by the Dream Master, I developed symptoms of losing my voice, and the strength of the harmony began to wane. Yet in Dreamflux Reef, I wasn't affected at all. I believe that the path he once pointed to might not have been named the Harmony. That's why I gradually became incompatible with the sweet dream. In the past, the Dream Master would harmonize for me. But when he was too busy to tend to me, I finally noticed something was wrong.
So, which path did he choose to walk?
It's not clear yet. There aren't many clues about this, but I suspect it's the Order.
Thank you, Miss Robin. You've helped us clear up many of our doubts. However, regarding the Dream Master's path, we have different conjectures.
What is it?
Come with me. It's time to see it with your own eyes.
Thank you, Miss Robin. You've helped us clear up many of our doubts.
Here lie secrets that the family tried to conceal, and a long, romantic tale. Sadly, most of it has nothing to do with us.
Brooklyn Tiernan. I remember that name. A Galaxy Ranger, worthy of admiration. When Penacony was plagued by the swarm disaster in the past, he was the one who fearlessly protected our sweet dream.
That's why we had to come here. We suspect that after turning away from the family, the Dream Master sided with the propagation.
How could that be?
History as we know it may be long gone, but people's memories remain preserved in the memory zone. If we can master the technique, we'll be able to pierce through time itself and salvage the past from chaos.
Is this Memoria?
Every disaster brought by the swarm was accompanied by countless sacrifices. Some names were remembered, but others were not only forgotten, but betrayed.
What are you doing? I am not your enemy. Indeed. our true foe is that abominable fate. Then why? Why? Easy, child. Your struggle only adds to the pain. The strike I just delivered, dishonorable though it may be, did not miss. Here and now, your death is certain. But I was clearly helping fight against the swarm here. Indeed. As the swarm ran rampant, a Glamoth knight passing through joined the battle without asking for anything in return. Truly admirable. But have you ever wondered why, right after that, the infestation only grew worse? Could it be? The Glamoth Knight, born to purge the swarm, turned out to be a pathstrider, walking the path of propagation. The sweet dream has never been tainted by the propagation. You brought it here, and only your death can remove it. How can this be? I can leave and never come back here. I can't die. I don't want to die. That's precisely why I said that strike wasn't honorable. I explored your secrets for the sake of the sweet dream. But striking you down, that came from selfish desires after glimpsing eternity. Paradise shall fall into this world of sorrow, and once dawn breaks, it will shatter in the light of day. How could anything golden abide in glory forever? You shall become my darkest crime, and the beginning of a great undertaking. Your remains shall become the foundation for eternal paradise.
You're quite familiar with the Memoria, so you should be able to tell whether this memory is fabricated or not.
Laying the foundation for eternal paradise? This...
At that time, she was trying to escape her own destiny. But when the swarm was discovered on Penacony, she didn't just stand idly by. Even though she died while fighting against the swarm, it wasn't destiny catching up with her again. It was her own choice. Because, like any ordinary person, she had a conscience and knew compassion.
Is she your friend?
Yes. And in many moments, looking at her is like seeing myself.
I know it won't undo what's been done, but I'm sorry. No matter what purpose the Dream Master has, it doesn't give him the right to sacrifice anyone. I promise you, when all of this is over, regardless of the outcome, I'll tell everyone about her deeds. She deserves to be remembered by the sweet dream.
Thank you.
But there's one thing I don't understand. Even if the Dream Master is after the power of the propagation, There are plenty of swarms left in the cosmos. Why resort to killing?
That's exactly why we came to find you. With the Charmony Festival about to begin, it can't be a mere coincidence that the Dream Master is pushing forward with his various machinations now, and you were chosen to perform for the Harmony. Whether you're aware of it or not, you must be absolutely crucial to his plans.
I see. You want me to become the conduit to retrieve the past from the memory zone? What exactly do I need to do?
I'll need to temporarily take a piece of your memory. By letting it stir up the memory zone, I can follow... Whether I succeed or not, I'll return your memories to you safe and sound.
Let a cremator access my memories?
I also think it's too much to ask. If you deem it necessary, you can use tuning to leave a safeguard in our minds, preventing any ulterior motives.
There's no need. Let's get started. May the harm that befalls you never lead to your downfall. This is a blessing that has been passed down through the family for generations. I don't want all trust to be built upon mutual threats.
So this is what star power looks like. You've even made me a little starstruck. All right. Looks like we got lucky. Oh? What's this? A piece of worm-eaten oak?
Found something new?
This time, I'm afraid we've uncovered quite a disaster. Let's go see it with our own eyes.
Nothing but lies, my dear. Hiding behind the title of a memo keeper? Tell me, how long have you been lying to them?
You really seem determined to savor those unforgettable moments, don't you? Be smart and take a hint. I don't have time to entertain you right now.
Oh, because you're busy, pretending to be a Stellaron hunter?
Who are you talking about?
Quite the clever move there. Miss Firefly, if you're willing to take my advice, why not make a trip back to reality? Ask that Silver Wolf lady carefully who your true companions really are.
How did you...
All right, you. Still can't help sticking your nose into everything, huh?
Who exactly are you people?
She's just a cremator who manipulated memories and pretended to be a Stellaron hunter's companion. She fooled all of you.
What about Miss Firefly? Is she all right?
She might get lost in the memory zone's turbulence, but don't worry. She's quite something. She'll only be stuck there temporarily. I'm here to bring you back to the Oak family. Mr. Sunday is worried about your safety. He tasked me with finding you in the dreamscape. As for this Dahlia, she cannot be trusted. To extract specific history from the memory zone through just one memory? While there might be memo keepers capable of such feats, They certainly wouldn't be mere pathstriders.
Seems you've been watching for quite a while. Yet you only show up fashionably late when we're about to make progress. Who's the untrustworthy one here, I wonder?
Save your excuses. I bring a message from Mr. Sunday that will prove my identity.
Just a message? Don't you find that a bit ridiculous?
Let's give it a try. It's only 2 words. Charmony, Dove. I don't know the details, but Mr. Sunday said you would understand.
Indeed. Unless it's an extreme situation, this is enough to earn my trust.
The IPC, Astral Express, and now you're even taking assignments from the family? My, aren't you popular? But you just had to choose the path of your own demise? Back then, I not only kept Lady Acheron's secret, but also left you with your life intact. What? You're that eager to rekindle our past?
Well, you are the Dahlia, after all. I have to keep an eye on what kind of trouble you're going to stir up next. I've been questioning this for a long time. How could Destiny's slave possibly accept someone like you, whose very nature is betrayal?
And what's the deal with the Stellaron Hunter?
Let's get somewhere safe first. Then we can talk. She's too dangerous for us to let our guard down.
Many thanks.
You've gotten more composed. Or have you just gotten slower? She's already left this area. There's no way you can catch up to her now.
Catch? Why would I chase after her? Arrogant swan. If I didn't take her memories just now, then what exactly did I do to her? I might as well tell you. I planted a spark of the cremator's fire in her memories. It will spread silently, and in an instant, it will burn away all her memories of seeing me. She'll believe she was never here. The suspicions that have already taken root in her mind will also gradually fade away. No matter what she has discovered, the moment she attends the Charmony Festival, she'll revert back to that good child who was born to walk on the Order. You're the one who's run out of time.
I see. Not a member of the Everflame Mansion, and definitely not a Stellaron Hunter. Your true ally is the Dream Master?
Oh, aren't you clever? How about a little reward for that?
Cut the act. Even with your usual reckless methods, you can't handle me alone.
You're right. I can't do it alone. But I rarely feel lonely anyway.
Repent and return to righteousness. Though you soar like an eagle and make your nest among the stars, I will bring you down from there.
Now, can you still keep your cool?
He actually gave you strength through the divine law. The Dream Master would go this far for an ally?
What can I say? I'm just that trustworthy. If he hadn't done that, how could my control over Memoria far exceed that of ordinary memo keepers? Let alone allow me to tamper with the Stellaron Hunter's memories.
Unfortunately, you lost your composure in your euphoria. In the dreamscape, I might not be your match. But if I want to leave, you can't keep me here.
Harsh words. Want to test that theory? It's easy to throw away a flower, but the fragrance lingering on your hands won't fade so easily. I can be quite persistent, you know. Even if we rekindle what once was, I remain unchanged. Run faster. I love watching people resist, love watching them flee. Let's savor this moment a bit longer. After all, for us, this will be an incredibly crucial moment. No matter where you run, I will always find you. I have the numbers advantage. You have no chance of winning.
I don't want to use a cremator's tricks. Not that I can't.
I knew it. Your ever-shifting morals. Never changed.
Where do you think you're going? After putting on such an elaborate show, won't you stay for a little chat? The most trustworthy thing about you is that you're never to be trusted, darling. And that's one thing that's never changed about you.
When did you figure it out? That the divine law used to share power with me was also the shackles he placed upon me.
The moment you admitted to being the Dream Master's ally, I began to suspect your true intentions. Until now, you've betrayed every single faction you've joined, without exception. Besides, after not seeing each other for so long, and now having such an overwhelming advantage over me, you'd do everything in your power to stop me, even if I had the slightest chance to escape. The openings you deliberately left during our clash weren't exactly subtle. Rather than toying with me, you were leaving gaps everywhere for me to cremate Memoria.
Oh, really? I'd love to drop the act and give you a proper taste of torment. But alas, as long as the constraints on me remain, I'm not my own master. I can't do anything that would harm Gopher Wood, nor can I reveal his secrets. Good thing we've always had this kind of tacit understanding, always trusting in each other's capriciousness.
I wish that wasn't the case. I'd rather not draw the garden's attention because of my association with you.
Aw, back to your old tricks again?
It's an epiphany, dear. Something you'll never understand. Let's talk about what's really important here. What are you hoping to get from the Dream Master that made you willing to submit to his control? After putting on such an elaborate show, using me to regain your freedom, which kind of memories are you trying to steal from the sweet dream?
Why, of course, the destructions.
Stop joking around. You abandoned that path long ago.
You're still as charming as ever. So, let me show you a glimpse of the past. Just this once, Weren't you really interested in the Everflame Mansion?
So you were the one who erased the memories from that music box after all.
That's right. I kept only this scene as a memento. I wanted to remember how I felt at that moment. And look closer. It's not just the memories. The Everflame Mansion itself has ceased to exist.
Those claw marks. You've long since strayed from that path, yet you can still wield the power of the destruction.
Isn't it the same right now? I've betrayed the Garden of Recollection, yet I can still show you the memories. If you have time, I can help you savor the memory of our first encounter.
Go ahead and savor it on your own. I want to put it behind me. The sooner, the better. But can't you tell me something I don't already know? You betrayed the Everflame Mansion. Is that really supposed to be surprising?
Destruction is a glorious moment. As Duke Inferno's daughter, I will see his last wishes carried out to perfection, even if my role as such is only temporary. And besides, who said I betrayed them back then? I came here to fulfill Duke Inferno's last wishes. This was his command to me. Make the Knights of Penacony crumble and wither. Leave naught but a tomb of remembrance. In other words, everything on Penacony related to the remembrance was my target for destruction. But this was already a world of Memoria. How could I possibly accomplish this without any help? Working with the Dream Master may be like dancing with the devil, but I have no better choice. Oh, yes. Everything tied to the remembrance includes you, of course. Grateful? You should be. My whim is the only reason you're still alive.
I won't be grateful for that. You couldn't have done it anyway. Filial piety has never been one of your strong suits, so drop the act.
That's exactly why I'm saying you only think you understand me. Think about it carefully. As a Stellaron hunter, didn't I work my hardest to help Firefly get closer to the truth? As an ally of the Dream Master, I also helped monitor the dreamscape. And when a hunter infiltrated Penacony, I seized the chance to pose as her companion and trapped her in the memory zone. As for Robin, whom he chose as his songstress, I burned away her doubts too, leaving nothing to chance. Like the destruction, betrayal is but a fleeting moment. And before it came, whether with Duke Inferno, Gopher Wood, or Firefly, I wasn't pretending. I truly, wholeheartedly became their companion.
What about Robin? Those sparks that burn through memories. Don't you think that was a bit too much?
Oh my! I thought I could fool your eyes at the edge of the dreamscape. But I guess there's no hiding from you on your home turf. What? You want to settle the score with me for messing with your people? Why don't we sit down and have a chat? You seem like a patient one to me. So tell me, what exactly do you want to take from me?
Don't worry, I only went with the flow, suppressing her power a little to make it easier for you. I trust. You're someone who knows how to return a favor, right? There's this thing called the script. Now that I find quite intriguing. Stellaron Hunter collaborator. Soon, Robin will understand the true purpose of those sparks and thank me for it. I can hardly wait. Even though I'm not a Stellaron Hunter, this time, I might have a chance to betray destiny too. So stop thinking you've figured me out. I don't want to miss out on any possibility life has to offer. Betrayal isn't in my nature. Greed is.
Darling, are you fatally wounded or terminally ill? Unless you're on your deathbed, I don't believe you're actually being this honest.
I can make an exception for you, but most people, I certainly don't want them to remember. Sometimes I resent memories, because some people don't deserve to witness my radiant bloom again in their memories. And besides, you're no better when it comes to greed. On my deathbed, I suppose that's not entirely wrong. I was hoping a little honesty could talk you into dying with me.
No, thank you.
Too late. You're already caught up in the secret. Come on, just a few steps more. Even if I tried to turn you away, you wouldn't want to.
I see now. A piece of worm-eaten oak. You weren't just making that up.
Oakwood is prone to insect infestations. Nothing surprising about that.
Looks good.
It's him.
Just look at this place. Shouldn't be this lively here. Ladies, which one of us would you say is the uninvited guest?
Mr. Aventurine, what are you doing here?
Well, the game's over. And I scored a big win.
Oh, what did you get out of it?
The Nihility Emanator cut me, and I died in the most spectacular fashion.
Oh, speaking of which, you must know exactly how that feels. My dear lady who loves to dance.
Still better than having no invites at all, my dear helpful lady.
You two are really something special.
You're quite interesting, Mr. Aventurine. However, you weren't supposed to find your way here. Unless you can give me a reason, I'll indulge you by letting you die once more.
That confident, huh?
You haven't hidden your weakness well, even though you're one of the 10 Stonehearts. Right now, you'll be easy enough to handle.
I wouldn't be so sure. Since you know who I am, you should know better than to gamble. Consider this warning a welcome gift from a friend. So long as my trump card remains unplayed, none will dare see the hand through to the end.
Too bad you've used up all your luck for today. I've always found losing more interesting than winning. What's the harm in giving it a try?
Hold up. No need to rush into making enemies. Mr. Aventurine, congratulations on uncovering the truth behind death. But from what I know, you should be at Dreamflux Reef instead.
Well, after taking a solid hit from the Emanator's blade, I never got the chance to enjoy a good nap. Thus, I sank into the chaotic memory zone, and then my desire led me here. As I thought. You two haven't noticed. The answer was right under your noses this whole time. You can traverse through Memoria without relying on roads, which is exactly why you missed it. Ladies, you didn't think the IPC would enter Penacony unprepared, did you? Backed by a most attractive package, I quietly assembled a team to research the memory zone. And I only asked for one thing in return. How to escape alive if I accidentally got lost in Penacony's Memoria. To be honest, they didn't contribute a thing. But they did help me discover a certain legacy. Rosalina Jane Estella, the former undertaking once belonging to this nameless. She once boarded the Astral Express as an outstanding surveyor. Years ago, in pursuit of the primordial dreamscape's secrets, she ventured alone into the memory zone and was never seen again. Everyone believed she had perished, taking the mysteries of the dreamscape to her grave. But that wasn't the truth. Before departing from this world, she single-handedly forged the pathway of Memoria.
Mr. Aventurine, do you even realize what you're saying?
Look, I didn't believe it at first either. But the Nameless, as it happens, had quite a unique background that led her to devise a brilliant solution. Using the technology from the Zarina Erd system, she gave her life to the memory zone, giving Penacony's dreamscape a unique signature. When dream chasers wander into the memory zone, they'll drift towards places that can fulfill their desires. Those who yearn for freedom will witness the form of the primordial dreamscape. Those consumed by obsession might encounter certain special dream bubbles. And those who are lost and directionless will return to the 12 hours, seeking their path within their own past. The family discovered this trait and cleverly utilized it, allowing guests to be sent to different hours upon their first dream entry. In other words, this Nameless is the true founder of the planet of festivities. As for me, maybe I ran into a good doctor. From the look of this place, he's the one who let me blunder my way in. The impossible in dreams is not death, but dormancy. Do stay alive. I wish you the best of luck. Looks like I'm pretty lucky. I can't wait to see what I'll discover here.
It would seem luck favors you still, Mr. Aventurine. Fate is truly fascinating, yet cruel. Remember Miss Robin's question? If the Dream Master was after the propagation, why did he have to harm the Glamoth Knight? Years ago, he had already completed this plan, waiting for a Glamoth Knight to enter the dream. Unfortunately, with the sudden fall of his empire, his hopes seemed to have been dashed. Yet just as the Charmony Festival was about to begin, a descendant of the Glamoth Knights appeared uninvited, and everything began to turn once again. The Dream Master was never afraid of Firefly investigating the propagation. That was exactly the truth he wanted her to see.
Wait, is that why you trapped her in the memory zone?
Correct. This place is where the Dream Master wanted her to be. And he wanted her to think she'd figured something out, only to make the wrong decision at the most critical moment.
So, what exactly is the Dream Master plotting?
It doesn't matter anymore. We've missed our chance to stop him.
Even if we catch him in person.
From the very beginning, he never existed anywhere at all. When he attempted to merge with the dreamscape, he transformed himself into 4 primordial divine laws.
The gods bestowed upon us heavenly fire, and with it divine tribulations. Let them be, for we are all mortals, born to love and to suffer.
The first law. As his parting gift, he bestowed it upon Robin, guiding her onto the harmony.
Repent and return to righteousness. Though you soar like an eagle and make your nest among the stars, I will bring you down from there.
The second law is the power he bestowed upon me as his collaborator. At the same time, it serves as a constraint to ensure I won't act recklessly. And the third law...
Paradise shall fall into this world of sorrow, and once dawn breaks, it will shatter in the light of day. How could anything golden abide in glory forever?
I haven't seen it myself either. According to him, it was an all-out attack, like a torrent of fire pouring down from above.
And the last one?
Nobody knows. After claiming to be ill and withdrawing from public view, even though the constraint remained in place, he never contacted anyone again. Not even me, his collaborator. It's just my theory, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. By then, he had finally completed the last law and used it to eliminate the one weakness that exists in any plan. The mastermind himself. The moment the plan was set in motion, Gopher Wood died a martyr's death for the just cause he believed in. And the swarm disaster shall reappear again in the sweet dream. The moment has finally come. resentful from being deceived, confused by conflicting memories. Your expression right now is so similar to what I had imagined. Every sigh. I'll try to fulfill Duke Inferno's last wishes, advance Gopher Wood's plans, and yes, indeed, I've helped the Stellaron hunters uncover the truth. Don't be too mad. I wasn't a Stellaron hunter back then, but wasn't everything that happened in Penacony the perfect opportunity to join? Though it wasn't my original intention, I wanted to help her, to keep her from getting caught up in Gopher Wood's schemes and facing such a detestable fate. Alas, I couldn't make it happen. The path your predecessor Rosalina left in the Memoria pushed Firefly towards a new lease on life. Indeed, how could a nameless who walks the path of the Trailblaze leave behind a legacy built on evading destiny? As you can see, he became a martyr, leaving all his power in the 12 hours, like a self-turning hand of time, driving his plans forward. The Order truly is a harsh path. Enna, Gopher Wood, and Sunday, the one you know even better, they all chose to sacrifice themselves for it. But then, something interesting happened. You turned out to be that variable. As Aventurine said, Rosalina's legacy would send dreamers to where they truly yearn to be. For Firefly, that place turned out to be by your side. She revealed her true self to you, reuniting with you as a Stellaron hunter. Then, guided by a history fictionologist, you witnessed the life of the watchmaker Mikhail. It was truly a life worth remembering, worth giving everything for. I would have loved to raise a glass of hello and goodbye to him, just like the one who saw things through to the end, Mr. Gallagher. What a shame I can't do it properly here. Sunday also came here, feigning cooperation, to reveal to you the truth about Penacony, the foundation of the sweet dream, hidden behind the Grand Theater's curtain, was actually a Stellaron, and the true mastermind behind everything was none other than the Dream Master Gopher Wood. But you know now that his words weren't entirely true. What followed was one of the few beautiful memories that Firefly has held onto to this day. In order to win tickets to the Grand Theater, you and Firefly participated in the moment of scorched sand auditions. Your coordination was so perfect, like you were companions who'd long shared the same rhythm. See? Even though you've forgotten everything from before, some traces remain etched in this moment, becoming part of your instincts. Until, following the script, Firefly sent you all to the final stage before departing on her own. In those beautiful moments before that, she experienced the joy of living, yet she still had to face the terror of death. However, you may have noticed that during this period there was a small gap. She and you weren't together the whole time. You returned to a child's dream through a dream bubble left by Mikhail and witnessed his legacy. However, Firefly was not a trailblazer, so she couldn't enter it. While waiting alone, she met her true collaborator, and thus learned that there was more than one legacy in Penacony, and more than one watchmaker.
Did they enter that dream bubble?
That's right. Unfortunately, you won't be able to follow them in so easily, even if you've traveled together as companions. That old man can be so stubborn sometimes. He'd rather have the Nameless be the ones to witness his legacy.
No, I think it's quite romantic. A legacy left in the past will give them the courage to continue walking towards the future. Even if I can't walk alongside them, I'm content in knowing this.
Ha! You're quite like the Nameless. Awkward, but admirably so.
Maybe we can't walk the same path, but...
Passphrase, respond at once. Why does life slumber?
Huh?
Ignore that. Must be some meme. How did it end up here?
Sorry, I want to go check that out real quick. Be right back.
Oh, so you're into fluffies too. You've got taste. Better not wander too far though.
Passphrase, respond at once. Why does life slumber?
Because people are afraid to wake up from the dream.
Perfect. Identity confirmed. Welcome, Agent Mech Tycoon. Please proceed to the next rendezvous point. Our people will be waiting for you there.
Is this really necessary?
Gotta stay in character. Follow the instructions, Mech Tycoon. Hello. Please submit identity verification for Agent Ultra Firepower Instant Star Traveler.
Who?
Mech Tycoon wasn't cool enough, so... So, Miss Sparkle went ahead and changed it.
Masked fool. You shouldn't be here.
Well, someone's been kept in the dark this whole time, completely oblivious to their real body standing right in front of them.
Buddy.
Don't tell me you still haven't noticed. That memo keeper has already stabbed you in the back once. No way. Silver Wolf never mentioned me. But she's the one who invited me to team up. The family's omnipotence in this sweet dream, that was my intel. Now you all are going back on your word?
Your intel? With Kafka's spirit whisper, my cognition shouldn't be susceptible to distortion. Could things be different now that I'm in a dream? Before heading to Penacony, Silverwolf did tell me to keep an eye out for anyone asking, why does life slumber? But as evidence, that's not enough.
Oh, really? Then what if you were to die 3 times in the sweet dream?
Then why is this the first time we're comparing notes?
What else could I do? As a fool, how could I ever catch up to a memo keeper in a dream? Every single time, just when I was about to reach you, poof, she'd vanish with you.
Who exactly is Constance?
She works for the Dream Master, but she definitely has her own agendas. She secretly made a deal with me. She pointed to a nightmare in which all the Dream Master's schemes would be carried out. I've been looking everywhere for you just to give you this spoiler.
A nightmare? What exactly is in it?
Tell you straight up? No way. I went through hell and back for this. Here's the short version. After you've lived through the best of times, soar toward the sky with all your might. You'll hear insects chirping at the oak's crown.
That's way too cryptic. I can't trust you.
Please, we're working together. I'm not some lackey. Just because someone else fooled you doesn't mean you get to pin it on me.
You're back sooner than I thought. Any results?
Yes. And now, it's up to us to forge ahead.
Sorry, I'll catch you later. But thanks. At least you brought good news.
Which part was good news?
The best of times.
And now, the Dream Master's plan begins to turn like clockwork. And so too does destiny.
What does the Dream Master gain from recreating the swarm disaster?
Oh, reminds me of the good old days during the War of Gods. Oh, silly me. I almost forgot. I need to retrieve a certain lost item. Otherwise, there's a lady who won't be too pleased. Sorry, but I need to get going.
Sorry, but you're not going anywhere. This is the land chosen by Gopher Wood to meet disaster. But he doesn't want the swarm to truly surge forth and devour the world. The swarm disaster will be trapped here, and so will you in your weakened state.
Unless a kind memo keeper lends a helping hand, right?
But I can't find a reason. So far, there hasn't been a single case of one of the 10 Stonehearts being killed. It's driving me crazy with curiosity.
Glory above all! My friends, in the face of the omen of evil, we must stand united more than ever. Allow me to prove our resolve with my spear and pierce through this darkness.
Huh? Whose backup is this?
Pardon my late introduction. I am Argenti, of the Knights of Beauty, traversing this cosmos to eradicate all that is unsightly in this world. In the name of beauty, the one and only has brought me to this place. Perhaps it is destiny's guidance that led me here. In this dreamscape tainted by the propagation, I shall uphold the name of beauty and clear the path for all of you.
Ah, passing knight. You found just the right person. I am an IPC envoy trapped here. Lend me your aid. For Adrilla the Beauty is the most peerless beauty of them all.
Someone's a quick learner. Nothing else to say. This is far too much of a coincidence.
What else is there to say? Would this Sir Knight even listen to us try to reason with him? That's the fascinating thing about destiny. Some people are just born lucky. Let them be. We should get moving now.
going?
To find your dance partner, darling. By an unexpected turn of events, the Dream Master's plan is about to come to fruition. And to deal with him, we'll need an emanator to step in.
Since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake, let's draw a conclusion there, in all fairness.
Does that mean he wants to fight us during the Charmony Festival?
I'm afraid so.
Anyway, we can't leave the Stellaron unchecked. This is about trailblazing a bright future for Penacony, and fulfilling the long-cherished wishes of Mikhail and our other predecessors.
After you've lived through the best of times, soar toward the sky with all your might. You'll hear insects chirping at the oak's crown. It's all over now. So that's how it is. Well then, it's time for me to depart.
They've harnessed the will of an entire planet to create an Eon. This confrontation is far more complicated than a simple power struggle. To secure Penacony's future, fighting on the stage alone is not enough. What do you mean? Are you not coming with us?
I believe Firefly is trying to say that she's heading off to another battle.
Before I left, the Destiny Slave told me that this journey would bring unforgettable rewards. Even though the script he gave me only had a few lines, I couldn't ignore them. Because one of the lines said, "I'll experience death 3 times in the land of the dreams."
3 times? This can't be serious, right?
The first time was a painful death when I was stabbed by the Blade of Dormancy, which led to all subsequent events. The script will always come true, but in a way that will only be revealed when that page is turned. But the death granted to me by the planet of festivities was merciful enough. For my first death, I chose how it would come and what it would change. For the next 2, I want to try my best to achieve the same outcome.
Have you made up your mind, Firefly?
Yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Thank you again for your assistance for the Astral Express. May we meet again, in reality.
Yeah. Farewell, everyone. May your trailblazing expedition never end. I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame, life begets death. May we meet again in reality. Is this the place where the Dream Master executes all his schemes.
Or perhaps it's the place where he'll find redemption.
Dream Master!
No. Just one of his divine laws.
Don't think I'll let my guard down. I know your true nature. Whatever your goal is, I will stop you.
No need to be so tense, Miss Firefly. I am but a thought, formed from memory. Feel free to strike me if you wish to verify this. But his actions aren't baseless. There's a reason for my presence here.
Please continue.
Thank you for your openness. I'm equally unaware of the Dream Master's malicious plans. But he's been waiting for your arrival. That Glamoth Knight he killed with his own hands, through me. He hopes to restore justice for her. And you, her friend, are meant to witness it.
Justice?
Indeed. I'm quite familiar with this place and can guide you. This has its own significance for you, too. Witnessing his confession is tantamount to unveiling his crimes.
I don't need your guidance to get this done.
But you need someone to decipher the truth. Force alone won't solve anything.
It's not like you'll stop here if I refuse. Lead the way. But I'll be keeping my eye on you. What is this place?
Oak Manor. Once part of the Dewlight Pavilion. Before becoming the Dream Master, he used to hold family councils here. But it's been abandoned for years now, sinking into the primordial memory zone.